Werner, why are you calling me at 11 a.m. on Monday? You know that I have work. What's up, man? What do you got going on?
Well, Cameron, first of all, thank you for taking my call. As you know, I grew up in Germany, in Dresden, and witnessed the fire bombings.
So, some people say Germany, but I sometimes call it Spermany. Are you okay with that?
That is so insulting. I cannot put into words how deeply offended I am.
Sorry, Werner. Sorry.
Look, there's a question that has been plaguing me. It is a question that has plagued mankind for many a year. Do you know what it is, Cameron?
I don't. Enlighten me.
Who is better, Blur or Oasis?
Oh, okay. So you got a take on this? Are you? I'm gonna be honest, Werner. Considering your artistic background, are you a Blur guy?
The answer is neither. The best band in the world is the Red Hot Chili Peppers, or as I like to call them, Chilies.
So you like white guy funk rock where they talk about California a lot? Like is that your thing? Like who do you like in the Red Hot Chili Peppers the best?
Well, Anthony Kiedis is not only a wonderful singer and deeply sensual frontman, but also a wonderful person who I am honored to have met.
Let me ask you, Werner. When you were hanging out with Anthony Kiedis, did you guys do the cocks and socks things, or is that more just something he does with the band?
We never hung out as such. He simply signed my bosom at one of his concerts in San Francisco in the late 1990s. In America, as a German, I felt the need to take part in a cultural experience typical of the United States of America. I witnessed the fire bombings in Dresden. The smell of death in the air was so palpable as to be almost erotic.
Ooh. Does the Red Hot Chili Peppers music remind you of the fire bombings of Dresden?
Quite the opposite. The fire bombings of Dresden reminded me of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. In fact, after witnessing the fire bombings on that dreadful day, the first thing I did was go upstairs to my bedroom and put on Californication. It was an experience so therapeutic as to be almost erotic.
Okay. So is Californication your favorite song? Or I mean, how do you feel about what is it, Blood Sugar Sex Magic? That album was pretty popular from them.
Listen, Cameron, I have forgotten more about chilies than you know. But that's not what I want to talk with you about today. There's
Okay.
something far more important.
What's up?
Do you remember the 2023 Barbie movie? I'm sure you're aware of it.
Yeah. That was very popular.
It was sheer hell.
How so?
Not for the reasons you might expect, but as a German and a huge Barbie fan, I felt the movie did a disservice to the well-established Barbie lore. You see, Cameron, this was not the first Barbie movie. There have been many, many great Barbie movies that do not get the credit that they deserve. The feeling of anger that this lack of acknowledgement conjures up inside me is so pungent as to be almost erotic.
Being a German, and the Barbie movie being so popular, do you think that that is a slight towards fame Nazi Klaus Barbie, who was probably the first instance of Barbie being kind of a popular name until the dolls came around?
Look, I cannot lie. When my mother bought me my first Barbie, yes, it was under the illusion that it was in fact a doll of the famous Nazi. But that chance occurrence sparked a profound and deep love as to be almost erotic. I would like to tell you and recommend, I would like to recommend to you and your many listeners some of the great Barbie movies, if I may.
Sure.
As a German and as a guest on your podcast and in the United States, it would be my pleasure to recommend you some of the best Barbie movies. First of all, from 2001, Barbie in the Nutcracker. Not Barbie and the Nutcracker, Barbie in the Nutcracker. And then in 2005, we had Barbie Fairytopia and Barbie and the Magic of Pegasus. But that is not to dismiss some of the other astonishing, excellent Barbie feature-length movies, such as The Barbie Diaries, Barbie in Mermaidia, Barbie and the Three Musketeers, Barbie and the Diamond Castle, Barbie, a Secret Fairy, Barbie, a Fashion Fairy Tale, and 2014's Barbie and the Secret Door.
Let me ask you this. You being a filmmaker, would you ever consider directing a Barbie movie?
It would be my pleasure. In fact, it would be such a great pleasure as to be almost erotic.
You know, it makes me a little depressed because, I mean, let's be honest here. Getting Klaus Kinski to play Ken would be quite a sight, to say the least. That would make an interesting film. It's a real shame he passed away.
Yes, well, it is a shame that Klaus passed away, but what he did and his behavior was an even greater shame.
Fair.
After listening to my opinions on Barbie and the Red Hot Chili Peppers, you probably did not expect me to make such a reasonable statement about Klaus Kinski.
Yeah, no, I get it. He was a spicy guy. That's about as
Look,
nice as I can put it.
Cameron, as a German and a guest here in the United States, first of all, I must apologize for Hitler. Secondly, I would like personally to apologize on behalf of Klaus Kinski. Thirdly, I would like to say, just because I enjoy Barbie movies and the Red Hot Chili Peppers does not make me some kind of immoral or amoral pervert.
You don't enjoy it from a nefarious position, I take it?
It is a great pleasure, and like all great pleasures, it can be such a profound and deep pleasure as to be almost erotic. That reminds me of the time I tried to kill Klaus Kinski, but did not succeed.
What did you do to him?
Let's just say the dildo was not big enough.
Oh, no. Wow. You were doing dildo play like with Klaus Kinski, or was it more violent than that?
Klaus was more experienced than I had expected. Whenever I look at online pornography featuring African American males, the size of their penises makes me so angry as to be almost erotic.
It's like anger, and then you're like, actually, I'm kind of turned on.
Yes.
So when you watch these films, is it just black guys, or is it like black guys and like a lady, or maybe like black guys and dudes, or what's the full setting?
It's usually a group of large, muscular black men and a small, blonde woman, a Barbie type, if you will.
Okay, so this would be a film in which Ken does not make it in, or at least like Ken's buddies that he works out with actually comes into the film.
Yes, sometimes Ken watches from the corner.
Wait, Ken sits in the cuck chair?
Sometimes.
Oh, wow.
I keep waiting for Ken to have his turn. Well, Cameron, it has been a pleasure to talk with you.
Take it easy, Werner.
Goodbye.
I've tried eating it sideways, breathing it die, mate. See the bitch gyrate. Seem a bit irate, need to let fly, mate. See the bitch dilate. Need a shit my way, breathing in my ways, finishing my brain. Need to annihilate, leave it and die, mate. Seems a bit private.
Luggage on the floor like rincewind. Something's at the door like mink min. Sucking down the fort like chin chin.
If I was here before I sin. I've since been stuck inside a story like Tintin. Fucking laboratory type stinking. Lucky I've ignored it and been him.
Warrior's life, watching this life hit the bottom then dive. Is it rotten and dying? Lot of red wine on my top or I'm dying. Shocked and then fine, shot in them lines, never stopping them in time. Rotten bread grind, gotta stop my legs lying. Gotta get by, gotta stop my head frying. Gotta stop my head frying. Fuck, I'm dying.
I've tried moving a shelf, it's screwing itself, it's proof, it's bruised, it's back. Stupid, useless crap, rude to do this trap. I've died doing this smell, it's true I live well, like you I'm in hell. Slava like doing shit well, rather I'm brewing it well. I'm an astronaut, sitting in here, might smack the floor. Brittling gears like gas the doors, pissing in ears like that's a four. That's the door, past the floor. Drag your corpse, back and forth. Like doing it, so like you all as well.
Some of them like doing shit well. Rather I'm doing it more.
Like doing it, so like you